All right, we are about to go green flag racing from New Hampshire. Up front will be Jace Mungen and Nicholas Chaber. Blake Crane and Edmund Jones on the second row. Birthday boy Andrew Thornton and Byron Bartlett have the third row. Matt Hayden and Art Milne on the fourth row. Kyle Gammon, Jason Blantz have the fifth row. Joey Smith and Terry Duguay starting 11th and 12th. 13th will be Josh Doobie, and Harold Rothery will start in 14th. A slightly smaller field due to the road course here tonight. Obviously, some of the drivers just not that excited about running a road course in a legend car. But that man right there, Jace Mungen, he has been the dominant force all season long. Could be again here tonight. Obviously, the fastest on track in practice. And it looks like they're actually gridding up in a staggered formation. And they will go on the green standing start. There's Barney, the flag man, waiting for all the drivers to get on the grid. You can hear some of them already revving up the engines. Green flag is in the air there. Oh, Jace Mungen. Oh, he has to drop to the tail end due to winning last week. He'll have to fight his way back through here. Obviously, a little technical difficulty on that just due to the fact that they had a standing start this week. Already got Byron Bartlett struggling, but he manages to hold the car together. Jason Blatz had an incident. Looks like he has wrecked. Let's see what happened to Blatz. There's Jason coming down. And, oh, the 84, the 1 and the 84 get together, and they both go off track. Obviously, Blatz managing to save the car, pull it back together. And both of them keep going. Nobody on pit road. Nicholas Chaber trying to take advantage of Jace Mungen at the back of the field. Where is Jace Mungen now? After going back to 14th. Oh, Joey Smith is off. Joey has gone into the tires. And where's Jace? There is Jace in the 19, already dropping down to the bottom. He is coming. Jace just took 4th place. Dropped to the tail end of the field at the start, and now all the way up into 4th, running these guys down very, very quickly. Birthday boy currently running in 2nd place, and Nicholas Chaber has checked out from the field, at least for the moment. He's got a 3-second lead on Andrew Thornton. Jace Mungen stuck in traffic between Thornton and Bartlett. Meanwhile, Kyle Gammon has wrecked. Josh Doobie has also wrecked. First, we'll take a look. Doobie trying to hold on to it, getting back on the oval. Just loses the back end. That was one of the spots that they said in pre-race were the most difficult. Kyle Gammon, oh, just gets a little bump trying to go to the outside of on the road course. Outside the oval and gets turned around. Jace Mungen already up to 2nd and has closed the gap now to 2.3 seconds. And that gap is closing even quicker every second. Josh Doobie had another incident, went off track. He is towed to pit road. Outside the oval. Oh, loses the back end. Tried to get it safe. Ended up in the tire wall. As of right now, Nicholas Chaber has the fastest lap last time by, but I'm willing to bet Jace Mungen beats that time any moment now. Oh, a little smoke from the brakes. Jace dives down to the inside, makes the pass, Jace Mungen is already back in the lead. Jace made that happen in just 2 laps. That is how quick he is going here tonight. Nicholas Chaber in second. Andrew Thornton in third. 4 seconds back from that. Kyle Gammon, another 5.5 seconds back from him. Blake Crane and, Byron Bartlett, Blake Crane almost getting together. Matt Hayden had an incident, excuse me. Coming back down the hill toward the oval, gets loose through the corner, and Byron barely sneaks by there. Blake Crane barely sneaks by. Matt Hayden now back to 7th. Art Milne now back in 8th. Terry Duguay is making up a lot of ground too. He started in 12th. He is up now to 9th. Edmund Jones, who started in 4th, has drifted back into 10th. Harold Rothery started in 14th and is now up to 3rd. Started in 14th up to 11th. He's up. Oh, he goes around. Harold Rothery also just crashed. Looks like he clipped a little too much of the rumble strips there. Jason Blatz has been back out on track, but he's had another incident. Off into turn 1. Just sends it around. You can see just how far Jace Mungen is ahead of the rest of the field. In fact, he'll be coming around to lap Jason Blatz before too terribly much longer. The question does become, how many cars can Mungen lap here tonight? A lot of these drivers, not generally road course drivers. These are oval guys, and this car is a bit tricky out here on the road course. Art Milne is back in 9th place, but he has Edmund Jones and Byron Bartlett not far ahead. Matt Hayden not far ahead of those. That appears... Edmund is going off track. Looks like he might have hit something. Going out of the oval right behind Terry Duguay behind Byron Bartlett, locks up the brakes and ends up going off into the grass. And Edmund Jones currently running in 9th. Let's take a lap around here, around this road course with Edmund. Down the oval front straightaway, down into turn 1, which cuts across the the exit to pit road rather. Through the little S section, down to the oval back straightaway, and then into a hard left, followed by an even harder right-hand turn to head out of the oval onto the road section. And you can see he is staying right on the back bumper of Art Milne right now. Up the hill and then back down into a sweeping left-hand turn. Back up through the hill, and then starts back down the hill toward the oval section of the track. Back inside the oval, hard right-hander. This is where a lot of drivers said the biggest problems would be coming down that hill, making that right, and then jumping back out onto the oval section right here was also another trouble spot. Edmund Jones, though, gets through that lap successfully, pulls it off in 1:21. Jace Mungen, however, turning laps right now Last time by was a minute 12.88. His fastest lap so far, a minute 11.82. That was the fastest lap, not only in the race, but also in practice as he comes around. And look who's right in front, Harold Rothery. Harold comes into tonight 4th in points, but currently running in 11th. Jace just flying by, folks, like they're standing still here tonight. Of course, Jace drives one of these cars in real life, so he has a distinct advantage. Plus, this being his home track, he really has it dialed in here tonight. He knows his way around this track, and he is dominating. This season, Jace has been the most dominant driver thus far. And as he runs now, he'd come out of here with, he came into tonight with an 80-point lead, would probably come out of here with about a 100-point lead. Nicholas Chaber still holding on to second, but look at this. Birthday boy Andrew Thornton is gaining on Chaber, although he gets a little loose coming up the hill. Thornton down the hill into the left-hander, and look who's coming as well. The biggest mover of the race, outside of Jace, obviously, but Kyle Gammon, who started back in 9th place, is now up in 4th and running Andrew Thornton down. Let's see what his in-car camera shows us. Carrying a lot of momentum down the hill into that right-hander. You have to be careful. Saw a lot of cars lose it through this section during practice. He manages to hold on to it, keeps it going down the front straightaway, getting what little drafting help he can, trying to run down Andrew Thornton in 3rd. He's got a good run, but they're going to have some lap traffic ahead here in a moment. Looks like he is throwing it wider through the corners and carrying more momentum. That's how he has gained so much ground so far. Of course, the biggest mover so far, smoke ahead. Thornton goes around. Kyle Gammon manages to save it. I don't know how he pulled that one off. Let's see what happened to Andrew. Definitely not what he wanted for his birthday. Down, just grabs a little too much of the rumble strip. Manages to almost save it and keep going. Kyle Gammon takes on 3rd place. The gap now is 3 seconds up to Nicholas Chaber. Kyle is gaining. But Jace Mungin with 6 laps to go, still well out in front. He now has a 28-second lead, which is extremely impressive considering his lap times are a minute 12 versus Nicholas Chaber is running about a 1:16.5 right now. So 4 seconds a lap faster is Mungin. Nicholas Chaber in 2nd, Kyle Gammon in 3rd. Andrew Thornton still has 4th place and a decent gap on Blake Crane in 5th. Byron Bartlett, who we saw struggling very early on, has managed to hold on to 6th place and running some decent laps now. Edmund Jones, who's had multiple issues, is still holding on to 7th. Art Milne is in 8th, Matt Hayden in 9th, and Terry Duguay in 10th. Harold Rothery has slipped back to 11th, and Jason Blatz, currently running in 12th, just had a couple of incidents a moment ago. Let's see if we can see what happened to Blatz. And we talked about it, going down the hill, the trickiest part of this track. He loses it on that sweeping left-hander. Manages to get the car corrected and going, and almost gets together. Managing to hold on to it, though, and gets that car going again. Jason Blatz has probably been the one that has struggled the most here tonight, but he has stuck it out and continued marching his way forward, doing an amazing job. Jace Mungan about to cross the line. He'll have 4 laps to go. Chambers still has second, but Kyle Gammon has closed that gap down to 1 1/4 seconds. Kyle Gammon has ran his way from 9th all the way up to 3rd and continues to march forward. He has the second fastest lap of the race. Jace Mungan, obviously the fastest laps tonight, but Kyle Gammon, he is only about 3 seconds off versus everybody else, 4 or more seconds off the leader's pace. Don't forget to stick around. Right after this, we will get in the mods at Rockingham. Rockingham always has a great race. A lot of exciting racing goes on there. And tire wear is going to be a factor tonight. Fuel mileage, everything will be a factor. Holy cow! Jace Mungan trying to get by the lap car. That was trying to see who that was he was going by. That was Jason Blatz. The leader, Jace Mungan, almost gets into a little bit of trouble. Manages to hold on to it and keep going. Jace Mungan, excuse me, I'm trying to get that right, Jace. My apologies, buddy. Out front, he has a big gap now, 38 seconds on Kyle Gammon, who has gotten by and taken second place. Let's see how he got past. Nicholas Chamber looked like he might run away with this. Hold on to second, but Kyle sets him up coming down the back straightaway and then cuts across. Kyle tries to get back by, or Nicholas tries to get back by Kyle. They run it down the hill. Kyle Gammon just has a bit more momentum as they go down the hill and back up and manages to take second place. What a run Kyle Gammon has had here tonight as he pulls away from third place Nicholas Chamber. Jace Mungan, however, is going to cross the line. 2 to go. Kyle Gammon back in second. 39 seconds back now. He is not gaining any ground on the leader. However, he is pulling away from Nicholas Chamber in third. Andrew Thornton, the birthday boy, still managing to hold on to fourth place even after a couple of incidents. Blake Crane running currently in fifth. Byron Bartlett in sixth. Edmund Jones now in seventh. Art Milne is in eighth. Matt Hayden in ninth. Terry Duguay in 10th. And it looks like Jason Blatz has gone around. Jason Blatz really struggling here tonight, but he has stayed in the fight. And, he goes through the grass. Looked like he just overcooked it through that section. Tries to get the car going. And then has another incident just a little bit later. Down through turn one. Catches the grass again. Goes around. Slams into the side. Harold Rothery has an incident as Jace Mungan takes the white flag. Trying to get back on the oval and just loses the back end. Andrew Thornton has crashed. Same place he had his last incident. Just a little too much throttle, but he manages to save it. Andrew Thornton does move back to fifth, but right now the man of the hour is Jace Mungan, who just took the white flag. Here's an interesting note for you folks. Only 6 cars left on the lead lap. That is how fast Jace Mungan has been running here tonight. Out through the final S section and out toward the front straightaway. Jace Mungan is going to bring home the win. here at the New Hampshire road course. Another dominant race. He wins. That is 3 races in a row, I believe, and continues to extend his points lead. Kyle Gammon coming down the hill for second. Nicholas Chaber in third. Those two still extremely close. Can Chaber do anything with him on this last lap? Oh, they bump. A lot of chaos as they come to the line here. Kyle Gammon still holding on to second. Chaber in third. Blake Crane back in fourth. And Kyle Gammon pulls home second. Nicholas Chaber finishing in third. All right, let's see if we can get a word. It does not look like we have Nicholas Chaber available to interview, but we do have Kyle Gammon. Hey, Kyle, this is Doug. You got me?
I got you, Doug. How you doing?
Hey, man, pretty good. Great run here tonight.
Oh, I'm not too upset about that. I think I only got 3 laps of practice, and I think I picked the wrong gears. I was really hoping to follow Jace for a minute so I'd learn how to drive around this place, but I couldn't even keep up with him for 1 lap. It was a phenomenal race on his part.
You had some of the fastest laps. Other than Jace's laps, yours were extremely fast, faster than pretty much everybody else for most of the race. And there on that last lap, there was an incident. As you came back into the oval, what happened there?
Oh, I got to apologize to Terry there. I thought I'd clear his bumper tabs coming out of the turn, and I just sort of stacked him up and drove him high. But Nick was right on my bumper there, so I got to say congrats to him on the 3rd place. It was a fun battle. I was impressed to hear that I had some good laps. I was just trying to hang on to it, to be honest with you. I've never been here, and I had a good time. I appreciate you guys putting it on.
Well, man, congratulations. Obviously not the win, but given the way Jace was racing tonight, I would feel like a winner finishing in second, buddy.
Oh, yeah, anytime you're finishing second to Jace, it's a good feeling.
Congratulations, man, and look forward to seeing you in the mods.
You got it, buddy. Thanks.
Let's see if we can find our winner. Hey, Jace, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Doug.
Hey, so did you fall asleep at the wheel at any point? Because you were just checking out and walking away from everybody. It wasn't that... I mean, having to drop to the back at the start obviously really wasn't an impact.
Yeah, it was definitely at a fast car, but it's my home track, so if I didn't put in a zip code from second place, I wouldn't be happy.
Now, I know you drive these cars in real life. Have you driven these on this course?
Not yet, but I will be coming up this 2022 season.
Well, obviously, all the other drivers here are going to be in trouble when you get out there in your real car.
I hope so.
Man, congratulations. Another win. I believe that's 3 in a row, or is it 4 in a row now? It's 3 in a row.
I want this 4th win of the season, 2nd in a row.
No, okay. So a very dominant season. You came in with an 80-point lead, obviously extending that tonight. Another great win, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, Doug.
All right, Jace Mungin wins at the New Hampshire road course in a very, very dominant fashion. Now stick around. We'll be back with the Tour Mods at Rockingham in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere.